name is Jeff Fader here, back with another movie review. And in the heat of all the lockdown and quarantine going on right now, I thought it would be safe to review a movie that I grew up watching and I pretty enjoyed growing up. A movie called Quarantine, directed by John Eric Dowell. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And it's about this reporter and her cameraman get stuck in this LA apartment building with the police, firefighters, and the apartment residents. And CDC and military won't let them out because of some unknown reason. I bought this movie a long time ago, and as you can see, it's not on Blu-ray. And yeah, I would much rather got it on Blu-ray because the quality of the movie would have been a lot better. But you know, the movie came out in 2008, and I don't even know if I had a Blu-ray DVD player back then or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I did, I would most definitely try to get it on Blu-ray instead of just the digital copy. And I really enjoyed this movie back in the day. You know, growing up, it really kind of creeped me out a little bit, and some of the images in the movie kind of, you know, stuck with me a little bit. It's a found footage film. You know the movie where most of the movie is from the perspective of this one camera, and the guy just for some reason has to film everything that's going on throughout this whole crisis or whatever.
Yeah, buddy, come on. Tape everything, you hear me? Tape everything.
It's probably one of the first found footage films I ever seen. You know, I never seen too many before. I never seen the Blair Witch Project before or anything else like that. It was directed by John Eric Dowell, who directed the movie The Devil and the movie called As Above, So Below. And I also like them, both of them movies as well, even though I haven't seen them in a couple of years, you know. And I don't know, maybe my perspective on them probably changed a little bit, but I don't know, I have to check them out. But yeah, man, as far as Quarantine, some of the takeaways from it, I really like the story of the whole movie. You know, I like the idea of this reporter and her cameraman just going to do this story on the night shift firefighters, you know, and they go and interviewed all the firefighters and the chief, and everything seems all nice and innocent and safe. Out of nowhere, they get some kind of random call from an apartment building downtown in LA. The call is some woman been making some weird noises in her rooms and stuff. Firefighters feel like it's okay for the reporter and her cameraman to tag along because they figure like it's just gonna be some kind of medical condition. Then they try to go check and see what's wrong with the lady, and then she ends up attacking one of the police officers that were there, and she, you know, biting a big piece of his neck off. And then everything from then on, it just started popping off.
Fire department's about to begin the rescue process. Police say that she lives alone. She's not very social.
Okay. We're gonna get you some medical help, okay?
You know, getting locked inside the apartment building by the CDC. I just love the idea of being trapped inside this old, broke down, dusted apartment building with these people that you don't know anything about. You got a deranged old lady up there biting people, eating their flesh and acting crazy, and you got two people who are in desperate need of a medical attention. You know what I'm saying? All that, it just builds up the tension of the whole movie. You know, I really enjoyed it, and I like the idea of how they came up with the virus. You know what I'm saying? What made the people go berserk and start acting crazy. They figured it out that the virus is rabies, and it came from one of the dogs that one of the apartment residents owned, and they took it to the vet to go get checked out for it. You know what I'm saying? And the vet called the CDC because they didn't never seen anything like that before. They never seen any type of rabies like that, and they end up affecting all the other animals in the vet hospital also. And that's how the CDC knew to come and shut everything down. The dog ended up getting the rabies from another animal that another apartment resident had. He kept a whole bunch of other animals in his room. He stays up in the attic, and he has this whole room full of cages and a whole bunch of stuff. And he's been living up there doing experiments on all the animals, trying to create a virus to make them to pretty much flesh-eating zombies. You know what I'm saying? He's turned into some kind of deformed looking monster. It looked very creepy, bro. And they did a great job of keeping it like in the dark. In the dark, you know, you can't really see it. It's up with like the night vision.
We gotta get out of here.
We're filming this! People are gonna see what you're doing!
And I like the design of the people who got infected also. You know they had like fake eye contacts for the bloodshot eyes, and they use some kind of chemical material for like the drool and the foam. And I like how they detailed how people who had it longer, they showed more symptoms of it, and they eyes were more bloodshot and more, their face was more palish and kind of like got scars and shit like that. And I also like when I looked at the special effects on the DVD. Man, it's nice. Also, what I like when you look at the special features on the DVD, they also built the whole apartment building. You know what I'm saying? They built all the rooms, the staircase, everything. They actually took the time and the passion to put everything to make everything practical. You know, they could have just went and tried to rent an old apartment building, you know what I'm saying, and try to just do everything like that. But I guess it wouldn't really fit their vision, how they wanted everything to look. You know, one of my favorite characters in the movie was Jay Hernandez. You know, he plays the character named Jake. He played one of the firefighters who just a real nice guy and, you know, respectful. And throughout the whole movie, you know, he's still trying to he's still trying to keep everybody calm and collect and just try to keep everything together. But towards the end of the movie, when everybody pretty much don't got affected, and it's just him and Angela, played by Jessica Carpenter, and Scott, played by Sean Harris. No, not Sean Harris. Scott Harris. And they pretty much just trying to survive and trying to fight their way out, or just survive throughout the whole night without getting bit, eaten, or infected with over.
You have no idea how bad this thing is. The man who lives here.
Also, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, one of the apartment residents was just fed up at this point. He was just trying to get out, get out the whole entire building. And by this time, the CDC has shut off all exits through the whole building. And then they got this big tarp going around the whole building, trying to close it off and keep the virus inside. So this guy, he busts down one of the windows from upstairs, and then he tears the tarp down. And as soon as this motherfucker tears the tarp all the way through, so sniper from across the street just sitting down, waiting for him to get finished taking it all down. And as soon as he take it down, motherfucker take his whole head off, bro.
She's bleeding! She's bleeding!
Sage. No. We have to kill him. You're not gonna fucking touch her! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Come on! Get out of here! Get out of here!
take his whole head off. He just sitting there just waiting, and then waiting on it. And the girl like, let us out, help us. And some bit gone, bro. It took his whole head off. Right then, everybody knew like, okay, this is it, bro. We ain't getting out of here. The CDC is not gonna let us out, bro. They've already told the everybody that watching the whole thing go down on the news that they evacuated everybody out the building and everything is good. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Also, I like my boy Columbus Short character. You know, he was my favorite because he was getting so emotional throughout the whole movie. He started off, you know, he didn't want none of the cameras or the reporter there at all. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like the fact that they were just there trying to film everything and just trying to get some clout. Multiple times he tried to fight Sean Harris because he sitting there with the camera and all in their face. And also I like his character, you know, he was trying to, you know, stay calm and stay strong, you know, but it was a couple of times where he broke down, you know what I'm saying, when he had to actually shoot somebody and kill him, you know what I'm saying? And he was, you know, you can see it in his face that he didn't really want to do it, you know. He was like, you saw that, right? She was coming for me, man. She was coming. I had to do it. But get the camera on my face, man. Get the camera on my face. He was very emotional, bro, and I enjoyed that about him. You know, I like that. Even though his character did do a couple of things, I was like, man, why you do that, bro? Like, alright, that's all my positives for the movie. On to the negatives. The characters did a lot of stupid stuff in the movie. Like, a lot of stupid stuff in the movie. I think the actors did pretty well with what they had in ad-libbing most of the movie, you know what I'm saying? But I still feel like the script had them doing stuff that, you know, in real life you would not have done. One of the problems I had were how the characters interacted with the people who were infected. In the beginning, the lady, one of the ladies, I can't remember her name, but she was on some old white lady who was infected, and you know, she was acting crazy and yelling, and she had like blood on her mouth and shirt. But she wasn't acting her normal self. Like, everybody was in the room trying to calm her down. You know, the police and the firefighters and all them. One of the police officers got real close to her, and then got like real up close to her, and then he turned his head back to talk to somebody. And when he did that, she jumped on him. And she ended up biting his neck. Why would you even get that close to her without your weapon drawn on her? Leave yourself vulnerable to an attack. Hey, I thought that was stupid. Of course, he ended up getting affected. And then another instance was with my boy Columbus Short. Toward the end, one of the residents' daughter had ended up getting affected, and then when she ended up turning and attacking her mama and running upstairs, Columbus Short, Jake, and Angela and Scott ended up going to look for her. And then when they find her, my boy Columbus Short does the stupid shit again. He tries to talk to her and trying to get her to, you know, to listen to what he's saying. Get her to listen to what he's saying, and then he gets real close to her, and then turns his head back to talk to whoever behind him, and then she jumps on him, and he ends up getting bit and infected. I'm like, come on, bro. Just bad rain, bro. It was just real bad rain. And one of my last negatives was with Jessica Carpenter's character, Angela. I just feel like she didn't portray a certain level of fear throughout the whole movie, you know. I feel like at the very beginning, when she saw that this old lady bit this police officer's neck, she should have been like hysterical then, you know what I'm saying? And And when she saw the fact that they wouldn't let none of them come out the building, they had the whole building locked down. Like, she should have been freaking out. But nah, she seemed pretty level-headed throughout the whole movie until like somewhere toward the end. And then she started just going crazy and hysterical and just crying and screaming throughout the whole rest of the movie. I just feel like, why you weren't doing this throughout the whole movie? Or at least started off like that, and then toward the end, you know, try to grow this strength and trying to gain some courage and some pride to, you know, be like, man, I gotta get through this. You know, I gotta toughen up. I gotta get through this. You know, I gotta survive. I ain't got time to keep crying and hollering and all that. I gotta find a way to get up out of here. Now, I would've enjoyed that much better than how she just kind of stayed level-headed throughout the whole movie and then got all real crazy toward the end. You know, that's how I feel about the movie. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the movie. I still feel like the movie was pretty watchable. You know, I feel like it's a movie that I feel like people should see. You know, just because some of the messages in the movie. You know, just to see how the CDC and the military takes viruses and pandemics seriously. You know, yeah, man. That's how I feel about the movie, and I'll rate the movie 3 out of 5. I rate the movie a 3 out of 5. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's my take on the movie Quarantine. You know, I feel like it's still a pretty good watchable movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I recommend you go buy it, but you know, if you could try to find it on some kind of app and stream it, I suggest that. Or if you can't, then try to, you know, just buy it cheap, whatever. Or try to get the Blu-ray edition. You know what I'm saying? I recommend you get the Blu-ray. It look much better than just getting a regular DVD. Yeah, man. And that's it, bro. But yeah, man, that's it, bro. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video. You know what I'm saying? Continue to support your boy. You know, build your immune system up. Stay clean. Wash your hands. All that, and just be safe out there, man. And yeah, man, stay tuned to next week for another movie review. And you know, yeah, bro. Y'all be easy out there. Peace.